What I don't need is a 200-pound chicken, whips Johnny Baxter about his family's misnamed St. Bernard. Welcome to the Disney Scrapbook, where together we take a journey to explore Disney history from 50 years ago. My name is Nolan. Join me today in part 2 of my series that explores the behind the scenes of Disney's 1972 farcical comedy motion picture, Snowball Express. If you have not previously viewed part 1 of this series on the inspiration, logistics, and location, I strongly suggest that you start there. Disney legend Dean Jones plays Johnny Baxter, a New York accountant who, upon inheriting the Grand Imperial Hotel in the Rockies, quits his job, packs his wife, 2 children, and pets St. Bernard into the family station wagon in anticipation of running the hotel, and heads west, only to discover that the hotel is abandoned, filled with cobwebs, and includes built-in residence of 4 raccoons. Jones, who had childhood aspirations of being a singer, did appear on Broadway, but it is his acting career for which he is best remembered. After serving 4 years in the Naval Air Corps flying drones, he managed to secure an audition at MGM, and despite securing a contract, he was always cast in straight acting roles and was never given any singing assignments. It was the great producer Arthur Freed who declared that Jones was an actor, not a singer. However, he made his reputation after performing in the film Under the Yum Yum Tree, becoming known for his comedic performances. Beginning in 1965 with That Darn Cat, Jones became closely identified with Disney, ultimately starring in 10 Disney comedies. He believes that these light-hearted comedy films provide an escapism for people from life's trials and tribulations. In Snowball Express as Johnny Baxter, he attempts to run a ski lodge despite knowing nothing about the hospitality industry or skiing. Obviously, hilarious antics and situations ensue. Although Dean Jones enjoyed driving in both car and motorcycle racing, he was not allowed to perform all of his own stunts in this film, and his stunt double was Joe J. Jalbert, an ex-downhill racer, who also shot some of the skiing cinematography. Jones retells how when they shot one stunt, the young kid did a triple somersault and landed it perfectly, much to the amazement of everybody watching. But it was decided to cut the film footage down to a single flip because it looked too fake. Jones gives a believable performance as Johnny Baxter, a fish out of water, presented as a bumbling patron of a ski resort. Oscar nominee Nancy Olsen met producer Ron Miller at a Hollywood party. At his suggestion, she returned to the studio to play Baxter's incredibly tolerant wife, Sue, having previously worked on 4 Disney films. Olsen, once again, supplies the perfect grounding partner in the relationship with her husband that stopped the film from becoming unbelievable and absurd. For the part of a weather-beaten, bee-whiskered, sharp-tongued old prospector, Jesse McCord, Harry Morgan was chosen. Harry Morgan, a veteran character actor with 30 years of movie experience, was already known to Disney audiences for his portrayal as E.J. Crampton in the Kurt Russell comedy The Barefoot Executive, and as Hector Pippin in the Western comedy Scandalous John. I have previously reviewed both of these films and will leave a link to each of those for you to check out in the description below. In Snowball Express, Jesse McCord is originally a squatter in the Baxter's Hotel. Eventually, he is hired as the hotel's bellhop. He and Johnny Baxter have instances of great light-hearted banter throughout the film. Harry Morgan's character devised some harebrained ideas to overcome problems, establishing situations from which comedy is built. In the slippery goings-on, Jesse McClure makes the delightful discovery that the bathtub is good for slope sliding as well as a Saturday night activity. Third-generation actor Keenan Wynn, son of the infamous Edwin, plays Martin Ridgway, the story's protagonist, a scheming, tight-fisted, two-faced banker. Keenan started out on stage and entered the movie industry in 1942, under contract with MGM, where he appeared in over 150 films. Keenan gives a convincing performance of a self-serving banker in this, his fourth Disney picture. Talented child actor Johnny Whitaker, with his shock of curly red hair and boy-next-door looks, plays the persistent 12-year-old son of Johnny Baxter, Richard Baxter. During the early 1970s, this in-demand child star appeared omnipresent after starring on the TV sitcom Family Affair. When the show was canceled in 1971, Whitaker signed on for 3 Disney pictures: Biscuit Eater, Napoleon and Samantha, and Snowball Express, for which he earned $15,000 apiece. I have previously reviewed each of these motion pictures on my channel, and will leave a link to these in the description below. As Richard Baxter, Johnny demonstrates excellent comedic timing and delivery, with his unexpected logical lines that are both perceptive and ingenious. Mike McGreevey embarked on his acting career at the age of 7, so by the time he plays Wally Perkins, the garage assistant in this Disney film, he's already a seasoned actor. Initially working for Disney in 1960 on Toby Tyler, more recently he had become known for his comedic work on Disney Pictures, illustrated here on Snowball Express by his draw, slow, methodical delivery of lines, accompanied by earnest facial expressions that create humor. His character is attracted to Chris Baxter, daughter of Johnny Baxter, played by 18-year-old Kathleen Cody, who's been acting her whole life, and pulls off the role of sultry teen perfectly. Adding her delicious brand of wisecracks, sarcastic quips, and expressive eye-rolling is the talented veteran actress Mary Wickes, performing once again as an antagonist secretary, Miss Wigington. Mary Wickes was perfect casting for this role, as she is so adroit in film parts that disguise the rich and pious. Her facial expressions in this film are amazing. Over the years, she held various roles for Disney, including as an actress, voiceover artist, and animation model. In February of 1973, Howard Thompson of the New York Times gave Snowball Express a favorable review, starting his write-up with what could be more square or welcome at the moment than a pleasant Disney movie, the old-fashioned family kind. Snowball Express fills the bill very nicely. What it lacks in wit, it has in wholesome, hearty chuckles. Snowball Express was released along with The Magic of Walt Disney World, a 30-minute documentary featurette highlighting the recently opened resort. The more I watch and study this motion picture, the funnier it gets. There were so many one-liners that are missed upon the initial viewing. I did notice a continuity error. When the Baxter family first arrive at the dilapidated hotel, Johnny wipes the frost off the stained glass window, exposing just the hotel name. However, when the camera angle is changed to be viewed from the interior, the whole window is frost-free. I was impressed with the establishing shot of New York and the office. along with the succinct and interesting way that the characters are introduced at the beginning of the film. The transitions between scenes takes the audience on an emotional roller coaster. For instance, the opening scene ends on an energetic, exhilarating high, only to be cut suddenly to a quiet, lethargic low, which gives the film good pace and helps to create humor. Thanks everybody for watching this wild ride into Disney's Snowball Express. Anybody who has witnessed the trials and tribulations of learning to ski would appreciate this film. I highly recommend watching this film for a fun night of slapstick antics on the slopes. It is available on iTunes, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Google Play, DVD, and of course, Disney+. If you enjoy this type of 50th anniversary content, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. The Disney Scrapbook channel will be producing other 50th anniversary content throughout the year that will include reviews of Disney films, LPs, books, and free book content. Thanks everybody for watching. TTFN, ta-da for now.